Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. And hope you like this video and smash that subscribe button. So in this video, we're going to talk about, let's take a time travel to the future. Let's go to November, December. And we're going to talk about the free agents going into 24 into 25. Now, we would have played a full season, so we know at this point who has won the World Series, who went to the World Series. Now we're going to talk about the free agents that are now available. This is a list of top 10 potential 2024-25 free agents that we'll see in Major League Baseball come this time 8-9 months from now. Here we go. Number 1, Juan Soto. New York Yankees. He already reportedly turned down a $440 million extension from the Nationals. The generational lefty slugger will hit the open market at just 26 and could top $500 million. Now, teams to keep an eye on with him: New York Yankees, the New York Mets, the Giants, the Blue Jays, the Cubs, possibly the Red Sox, if they get out of their own way. The Mets and the Yankees will be battling for this player. David Stearns is known as a guy that likes to give big contracts to younger free agents. And Soto is 26. Number 2 on this list, right-handed pitcher Corbin Burnes. Now, Burnes is now with the Orioles. About as reliable as any ace the past few seasons, the former Brewers star holds a 2.86 ERA in 105 games since 2020. The righty will be turning 30 in October and has not yet broken down like so many of his contemporaries. Now, a couple of things. David Stearns developed this guy. He pitched for him for all those years in Milwaukee. So he knows the player. The player knows this general manager. This guy is running the ball club. So there is an advantage to that. The Yankees will be in on him. The Dodgers will be in on him. The Mariners will be in on him. The Cubs. The Phillies. I can guarantee you that. Where will he go? The Mets will be in on this guy. Number 3, Max Fried of the Atlanta Braves. Well, lefty's a year older than Burnes and coming off an injury-filled season, though one that included a forearm strain, blister, and hamstring strain, and not elbow or shoulder issues. Otherwise, Fried has been typically dependable and typically dominant, holding a 2.66 ERA in 83 games since 2020. If he re-signs with the Braves, they will get him. They will get the contract they want, and he'll have to take less, because every player that signs with the Braves takes a hell of a lot less down there for whatever reason. Very shaky. Alex Bregman, the Houston Astros. The Yankees and Mets could have third base openings, which would make for a fascinating dynamic considering Bregman's presence on the sign-stealing in the Astros. This will be Bregman's age 30 season, and while he hasn't matched the dominance of his 2018-2019, he's been solid and earned MVP votes the past 2 years. I don't know if the Mets will be in on him. I think the Yankees will certainly be. I think Cubs will certainly be. Possibly the Blue Jays, the Mariners. Quite a few teams will be very, very interested in him. I don't think the Mets will be, because just based on his age, I think they want to go younger with this team. Number 5, speaking of the New York Mets, Pete Alonso. The Mets have not locked up the face of their franchise, the most prodigious slugger in baseball since he broke into the league. Alonso will be 30 in December and could be hurt by a deep market at his position, and overall concerns about aging first baseman. A couple of things about Pete. The Mets will try to sign him, but they will sign him based on the number they feel comfortable with. There won't be a bidding war here. He's not at a premium position. This is first base. If he was a shortstop, the Mets would have signed him already. If he was a center fielder, the Mets would have signed him already. If he was a catcher, they would have signed him already. But the fact of the matter, well, maybe. But the fact that he's a first baseman and it's not a premium position, they're not going to sign him for a price they feel uncomfortable with. But they do love him. I don't see the Yankees doing it. The Cubs will be in on him, possibly the Brewers, possibly the Rangers, possibly the Mariners. I don't see a big market for Pete, quite frankly. Number 6 on this list, Cody Bellinger. Wait a minute, Cody Bellinger. He just became a free agent. He just signed with the Cubs. We're guessing the first baseman, center field opt-outs of his contract after not finding the long-term offer he sought this offseason. If Bellinger repeats his excellent 2023 season, he would be happier next offseason. Yeah, okay, we'll see. He has to do it again. I think it's pretty obvious that Bellinger needs to do it again to prove to teams that he's back to where he was as an MVP. I'm skeptical myself. Number 7 on this list, from the Milwaukee Brewers, Willie Adames. The shortstop market should be fairly thin, and I wouldn't be surprised if the short-handed glove finds his way to a 9-figure deal. Adames will be 29 next offseason as a standout defender and has been 10% better than the average hitter since 2020. The Dodgers will be in on him. The Dodgers will try to get him. If the Brewers have a sort of a step back as teams, Devin Williams is hurt. He has a few broken ribs, unbelievable fractures and his stress fractures. Adames will be a guy that they will be going after because they don't have a shortstop at all. Blake Shell back on the market. Lefty's performance this season will dictate whether he finds better offers than the one he accepted from the Giants. We're guessing the 2-time Cy Young Award winner will opt out and hit the market again as a 32-year-old. That's if he has a good season. If he has a bad season like he normally has, these up and down seasons, he's not going anywhere. And finally on this list, and this is probably the oldest free agent on this list. I skipped one. At number 9, Shane Bieber. A big season like his 2020 or 22 would catapult the righty up this list. The 28-year-old is coming off a down year in which he logged a 3.80 ERA and was held to 21 starts because of elbow inflammation, whereas his velocity was down. I see the Rangers going after him, the Cubs going after him. I don't see the Mets going after him. No. The Dodgers will be going in on him. I see the Yankees talking to him. And finally on this list, at number 10, the oldest guy on this list, that's Paul Goldschmidt of the Cardinals. I would say, Paul, stay in St. Louis. Finish your career there. The model consistency, one of the best hitters of his generation. Goldschmidt has played in at least 150 games, and every full season since 2013 received either MVP votes or an all-star nod in every one of those years, except for last season, when his offense took a step back. The first baseman is 36 and won an MVP as recent as 2022. Goldschmidt should stay in St. Louis. Sign a 2-3 year deal. He'd be better off than going somewhere else. He's a Hall of Fame player, I think, in my view, and he should just stay there in St. Louis. He's not going to get the contract that Pete Alonso is going to get. Even though he's probably a better player, of course, of his career than Pete is. But he should retire as a Cardinal. Stay in St. Louis. You'd be better off. You'd be happy. They love you there. And try to get your team back on its feet and not be a disaster like they were last year. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. And, of course, please subscribe to Baseball Hut 2. And I'll see you later.